Vicky Crystal in here. And if you guys have any questions, you can go to Instagram, and it's below. The link is below. So as we go in, we're going to do some breath work. And all of us, breath work is very important. It is your life force. So we're going to do 4 breath series. To breathe in slowly to the count of 4. Hold it into your belly to the count of 4. Release it to the count of 4. And then have a void for the count of 4. And as you do this, breathe in through your nose and in through your belly. We're going to do this 4 times. This next one, take deeper than you ever have. Feel yourself plugging in, connecting to heart. As we're pulling in from beyond the 12th dimension, we're pulling it into our body frame, into our energetic field. You're receiving it at heart, all this transmission that is going to come forward. And wow, once again. As I am walking through my journey and I'm going through my day, yesterday morning I woke up and I cleaned and washed and everything I could, and I washed loads and loads of everything, and I was cleaning cobwebs, and I was clearing, I was feeling that I was cleaning my life up, because your house is a representative of you. And so I was just clearing out all the cobwebs, cleaning, and cleansing my whole soul as I was doing this through my house. And I knew, though, when I was vacuuming, I was backing up my own crap, and and it was so refreshing last night when I just sat back and looked at, just everything like sparkling and clean. And back to the beginning. Like, yeah. So, also, too, as I was going through my day yesterday, I was just connecting in of what's going on in this state of confusion that Vicky's going in. Like, what direction do I do? I'm doing this direction, but do I continue doing this? And I know I talk about this, but I am just being guided, and I felt that yesterday. I was just like in a state of confusion because I really like doing this. I really do. I love it, and then I love the comments, and I love all you hearts and souls. But the thing is it serving me? That's where it keeps coming back to. Is this serving me? And yes, my guides, wow. And yes, my guides keep showing me, because when I watch my own videos, it does serve me. But, yeah. So, as I was sitting out in the sun, I went back to the beginning when I started, where it all started, when I started sun gazing. What brought me here? What brought me to this place where I am now? And I'm very, very proud of where I've watched my journey grow. I've watched it grow, wow, over the last 2 years particularly, but actually over the last 6 years. But the last 2 years have been very profound. The growth has been just astronomical. Well, returning back to the sun, because we are light beings, and the sun has information for us. And I started getting all this downloads, and Ariel was coming through, and I could just feel and know that I am this, that I am this. And so, as we're going through our day, connect back to the sun, because the sun is our energy source. And there is no disconnection, because the sun turns into the night, the moon reflects off the sun, so it is always there. When we're going in through the dark stages, the light is still there. So, and that's what I was doing. I was doing like a complete rebirth of all this. And I know that I've talked about this and talked about this and talked about this, but you know what? It's going deeper, and I'm getting it, and I'm getting it, and I'm owning who I am. And I love it so perfectly because I'm doing it my way. Russ put that to me very gently. I am. I'm doing it my way. No matter how that looks to anybody else out in the world, I'm doing it my way. And I'm very proud of me. And it's to come to that. So then yesterday, after the end of the day, and I came in, and I actually got on Facebook because I wanted to see what was going on with my dad. And so, and that's one thing I do love about Facebook, because they do put that stuff out there, and I love that. So, but this saying came across that is so perfect for what we're going through right now. And like even today, I look at the numbers of the day, and I say a little bit of the astronomical or the astrology. I know a little bit. I know a lot more than I think I do. But the thing is that if you just look into the power of the day, like today is 3-8. If you add up 3 and 8, it makes 11. So it's a double number, 11. Because to add up 2018, it adds up to 11. So we have a double 11. That's beginnings, and that's why we're going through this big ass birth, beginning, going back to the beginning. And that's what it keeps bringing me forward to. And that's what Ariane talked about. Go back to the beginning, because then that helps show you why you started this journey, why you started doing what you're doing. So, and I love it. I love it. So, this is what came forward through this, and it says, with Mercury and Venus having entered Aries on Monday and Tuesday, the new cycle of intention is being set in motion. This is the jumpstart leading to the virtual equinox for 3/20. Now I know that's like a week and a half away, but I'm already feeling it. We're getting into that Mercury retrograde. And what happens whenever we go through Mercury retrograde? It's the dark side coming up to see how you're going to react to it. That's always shown in my life. So the circles loop around to see how you're going to react to them this time. So this was so perfect. So, and it says the virtual equinox on 3/20 is a new solar cycle of manifestation of our brilliant fires in our bellies. The sun is raising its frequency and opening up portals in heavy inspiration, walking between the worlds as we appreciate this important turning point. And I feel this. I completely feel this. And what is bringing forward, and I love this because it says the solar tone, the intention is bringing forth the Jaguar wisdom. And I love this. And seeing the roads with its quos, understanding the patterns of the quos, moving through fear in the darkness, facilitating soul work, empowering oneness, moving in unknown places, shape-shifting physical sight. Man, I've been doing all that. The Jaguar is a representative of power and of valor. It is an embodiment of aggressiveness for some. The Jaguar represents the power to face one fear or to conquer or confront one's enemies. However, it is associated with vision, which means both this ability to see during the night and look into the dark parts of the human heart. Along the physical vision, jaguars also associate the presence and foresight of things to come. This solitary hunter stalks patiently and strikes with lightning speed. Thrust that symbolizes the importance of knowing when it is perfect to take solitary path in one stalking of one's dreams. And this is so true. And I love it because the jaguar is so part of me. I know it's one of my spirit animals. It's so amazing. I just have always felt that. So, and we hold the jaguar in our belly. Our belly is where we hold in the root chakra. We hold the jaguar there. And that is all coming forward. We're going back through this retrograde and we're feeling it now. That's why things are coming up and things are showing up. And it keeps taking me back to the beginning. But the one thing is that it also reminded me in the beginning of when I sun gazed and how the triangle of light between our eyes and our third eye, I had forgotten that, how that brings back that triangle of light and how it ignites that. I learned that in just a couple days of sun gazing and I had forgotten that. I went back to that moment. We had sun only for a couple moments yesterday, and I went completely out there. It was like the world, like, go out and walk outside, and I did, and I just sat down, and it just took me back to the beginning. Why I even started this process? Why? Because I knew there was something more than this than what the world was showing me. I knew that it was deeper, and I knew it was within inside me. And also, too, I knew that when I first woken, I wanted to push everything out. I wanted to push everything out because I didn't think it was part of me. Well, now, going full circle, I know, like when I pull in the 12th dimension, I'm not going out to the 12th dimension. I am the 12th dimension. I'm pulling it into this physical experience and experiencing it. And through that, it has shown me my growth over the last 6 years. The last 6 years, it has completely shown me my growth. So I'm an inspiration because that's what it brought me back to. Why am I doing this? Because I love it. Because it's part of me. Also, too, and also, too, it showed me as we are upgrading, allow the body to catch up with that. Allow a couple days, a week, whatever. Allow your body to upgrade it. We instantly want to move from one download to the next download, and we're not allowing the integration. That's why when we do the 4 breath, we have that void period. And that is the integrating for your body to catch up. That's why a lot of times I will say something and my body doesn't match it, or vice versa. So the thing is, allow the integration, because we are being downloaded so powerfully all the time. Allow your body to catch up. So that means just breathe. And breathing is life. And I noticed that because we take on a lot of energies, because we've been doing a lot of creating with my friends. And so we go through these days of creating. And I noticed that when I go through these days of creating, and what I mean is that I'm staying tuned in, tapped in, and I'm coloring, painting, doing whatever. Creating is doing my dishes, and I'm creating on how I'm washing the dishes, or I'm creating on how I'm cleaning my house. When I'm doing that, I noticed even yesterday, when I went out and I walked the yard and I connected to the sun, when I allowed the energy to run through me, the downloads to run through me, and what I didn't need anymore, and to go into Mother Gaia, I felt invigorated, and I just felt like in flow. So I noticed that, like when we go on bike rides, when we got all this energy, our body is meant to move. So if you are just in meditation, and you're not allowing your body to move, then there's a that you could feel where it's blocking, and you could feel it in your own body. Like right now, I feel it in my feet. So maybe if my feet hurt, that's telling me to get up and move. And or if your feet hurt, maybe it's telling you to slow down and take a breath. So listen to your body. Return to the beginning. That's what it really showed me over this last couple weeks. Return to the beginning of why you came to this experience. Realize, man, look how far I've grown. I've came, and I'm reacting to what's going to show up. Because with the Mercury retrograde, as what I've witnessed in my own life, it's gentle in the beginning, then it gets more powerful, more powerful, more powerful. So if you just trust and return to breath in those moments when it's so powerful and you don't know what to do and you're in a state of confusion, even if you think about the sun, see, like right now, just think about the sun. You can radiate it and feel it in this area, this triangle area of your light. Return to the beginning of why you were here, whatever that may look like. And you could see it, and you could feel it, and you could feel the information coming through. Even if there is no sun, there's many times when you have looked at the sun and you have seen it. Sun gazing is powerful for me. And you can look at it for an hour as the sun sets, as the sun is setting, or you can look at it as an hour as it's coming up. That's when they say it is the safest for your eyes. So return to the sun. The sun is not our enemy. The sun is our source of light. I've talked about this and talked about this and talked about this. And what did I do? I returned to it. Right? So allow when you're going through these integrades, and allow when you're going through these downloads, let there be an integration period. And what they're showing me right now is be gentle with your experience. Be gentle on yourself. Be very gentle on yourself. If you're in a state of confusion or chaos or blaming, those are all stuff that needs to be loved within yourself. How are you going to respond this time as the Mercury retrograde takes our light through the darkness? As a jaguar sits patiently, knowing when to bring the light, when to strike. Return to the being that you are in the beginning. I send love and light to all of you. To all of you. And remember, we got this. We got this, and we are ready. We are completely ready. Completely ready. I send love to all of you. And may you all be blessed. If you want a reading or a healing, email me. Email me. And you know what? And Rachel Marie, you're popping up in my mind right now. I am sending you so much love because you know what? I just honor your experience being here. And all the other beings that are here. May you all be blessed as you walk through this day. Breathe. Remember, breath is life. You are life. May you be blessed as never before. Hey, and they brought it into my mind too about the class. I'm doing a class, and it's going to be on St. Patrick's Day, which is on the new moon. It's going to be $22. So if you want to participate in that class, I will be the only one representative of it. Me and Ariane will be coming through. And so if you're choosing to do that class, pay the $22. And and it's great abundance that's coming forward. And you've got the new moon energy. We are bringing forth the manifestation of what you're ready to go forward to and what you're ready to release on. So they're showing me too. So that class is going to be at 9 a.m. Pacific time. So if you're choosing this class, it'll be through Zoom, paid through PayPal, $22 plus the fee if there's a fee. And then if you're using your credit card, that's what they're saying. Wow. And I will see you then. So if you're choosing this class, if your heart is choosing to be inspired for this class, and that's what I'm going to be doing. It'll be a Zoom class. It'll be once a month. It'll be just me and Ariane through Zoom, because it's I can have up to 50 people on Zoom. So then you guys can ask your questions, and yeah, and those who can't be here for that time, if you pay the money and you cannot be here for the Zoom, I can drop it in your Dropbox. So if you're choosing and you can't be here, pay the $22, and then I will drop it in your Dropbox if you can't be here for the visual. So if you're choosing that, fill out your heart. May you all be blessed. Right? We are. We got this.